Hi, third video of the day. I think I'm getting warmed up finally. So the first two were a little bit rough. It felt like I was rusty, out of practice. It happens. So this time I'm talking about Black Ink Crew because I love that show. I don't know why. It's one of those things that's so bad it's good. That's why I like it. But it starts off being even more stereotypical than last year. They start talking about Chinese people's earnings from chicken wings. Yeah. Coon harder. that's no, that's mm-mm. So then I felt bad. There's one scene where they were talking about the bowl of condoms. Oh, it was when this lady came in and they were she was discussing protecting yourself against sexual transmitted diseases, and she was also um, an HIV positive person that's I guess surviving right now, and um, someone makes a comment about there was no Magnum condoms in the jar, and Duchess is sitting on the couch, and Caesar is right behind her, and she just says, "Nobody in here needs Magnum condoms." And Caesar's face after she said that was like, "Oh, just put all of my business on blast." But that was funny. So then, we get Sassy and Puma in the park, and I can't remember what they were even doing in the park. All I remember is all of a sudden these people started, or really it was a girl I think that started hollering, "You not from Washington Heights, blue hair?" And I'm sitting there thinking, well, who cares that she's not from Washington Heights? But I like Sassy's blue hair. I wish I could have blue hair, but when I try to color my hair, it just breaks the hell off. The closest I got is I got purple. I had purple bangs for a little while, and then after it faded and went to fuchsia. But then it still wrecked my hair. Even this little bit of red that I have here, it's the hair is not as healthy as what's up here. So, anyways, I wish I could actually do that with my hair. Go, you know, like blue hair or purple. But anyways, back to what I was saying. They're yelling about her not being from Washington Heights, and then the thing about it was they were in Central Park. You don't own Central Park. And I don't even know where they're coming from with this because, I mean, I'm not even from New York. I'm from Connecticut, and I've hung out in Central Park without anybody bothering me. People from Jersey go to Central Park and nobody bothers them. So I don't get what this chick was hollering about Washington Heights for. It doesn't matter where Sassy's from. Anybody can go to Central Park. Freaking Home Alone, was it Home Alone 2? They were in Central Park. So I don't know where she gets this crap from. So, anyways, this Chris Brown looking dude. Well, I can't tell it was Chris Brown. He had Chris Brown hair and he was brown skin. So that's why I was saying, because they blurred out his face. So I can't tell you whether he really looked like Chris Brown. But he runs over with his red jeans and pushes Puma. And Puma's not trying to fight, but Puma falls back because there's like a little fence there. And Puma's feet kind of get hooked on the fence and he falls back. And it looked like there was some blows exchanged, but the camera crew decided to cut away to ducks because they think we don't want to see fights. If we didn't want to see fights, then the Bad Girls Club wouldn't still be on television. We do want to see the fights. Just letting you know. So, oh, I think the dude did sucker punch Puma though, and so then we have this short scene with Teddy and Caesar outside of the shop, and Teddy decides to make a crack about Puma's teeth, and Caesar is laughing his heart out to Teddy's crack, and while Caesar's laughing his heart out, you see Caesar's missing teeth, and I was like, that's messed up. That's the pot calling the kettle black. Not cool. So then they do like a talking head, and I don't remember what she said. It was Duchess's talking head. I don't know why my eyes are watering. I think it's allergies, but Duchess is doing this talking head, and this black and white polka dot top that she has on is so distracting to me. I don't know what she's saying, and I'm looking at it. It's so polyester looking. It looks like something that you would get from Rainbow or Dots or Fashion Bug, something like that. And I'm like, that's you're going to be on TV. That's okay if you're just in regular everyday life and you, like, say you're going to school, or you work in a little office in a cubicle, nobody cares. But you knew this is season 2. You knew you're going to be on TV. At least try a little bit. So, oh yeah, and then I think she told a story about being flat chested. I can't remember what the story was, but I could relate to it because I was the same way. I to be honest with you, I didn't I didn't have these for a very long time. I was flat as a board, graduated high school flat as a board. I could literally still wear a training bra at 18 years old. And then somewhere around 26, 27, out of nowhere, I finally grew some boobs. And it was a very weird thing. I remember I was at work one day, and I was about 26 years old, and I was walking up the stairs, and I felt something jiggling. And I looked down, and I thought, oh my God, I got boobs. And they jiggle. Then I had to reconsider all my clothes, because certain things, if you are flat chested, you can get away with a whole lot of stuff without it looking, overly suggestive. But once you get to a C or a D cup, the most innocent thing could look suggestive. Like, I have a T-shirt. It says gem and holograms across it, but the gem goes across my chest and it stretches out to where it's almost like 2 arrows going, look here, look here, look here. So I could relate to Dutch's flat chest, story, and I could relate to what happens when you do have a growth spurt and you're no longer flat chest. Then we see Alex. I can't even remember who Alex was talking to, but I remember that she was drunk and high off her ass. They tried to just say it was alcohol, but that was more than alcohol. I have known a bunch of alcoholics. I've known a bunch of people who drink too damn much occasionally, and I know the difference between drunk talk and drug talk, and that was drug talk. So she says something about wanting to explore Disneyland, and I don't know. She was, you know what it was that made it drug talk? How fast she was talking. That was coke talk. Now, if you ever been around a cokehead, it's almost like being around a crackhead and to start doing that real fast talking. That's what Alex was doing. So that's more than just alcohol. Then Caesar says that he's telling something about his father, which I don't know, that makes me smile because it reminds me, of the dudes I went to school with that were from New York, and they would always, certain parts of New York, it had to be a certain part in New York, but they would say, like, father, mother, brother. No, it's just a little cute accent thing. So, Caesar's older brother, Todd, is giving him advice and putting Duchess in her place at the same time, in a, like, be quiet while grown folks are talking way, which I suspect is kind of sexist. If it was anybody else, I'd be like, that's some sexist crap to say to a woman. But since it's Duchess and I don't like her, Alright, and Puma is talking about Alex because she's late to a photo shoot. And he says that maybe she needs something other than a job. Which, to me, is like saying, yeah, she needs rehab. That's what she needs. He didn't want to say it, but he said it without saying it. And then they showed somebody was doing Puma's hair, which I didn't know that was hair that was done. That just seemed like something that would just form naturally without anyone actually manipulating it. And what's funny is, as I was looking at Puma, I was like, he looks like someone. And I couldn't put my finger on it. So, Alex finally comes in, and Puma's telling her she should apologize. And she goes in, and the makeup artist telling her she should apologize too. Alex actually starts to apologize, but this makeup artist, I guess she wanted to be on the show for more than 2 minutes, starts going in on Alex, and then Alex is just like, fuck it, I'm leaving. And the makeup artist continues and follows her out into the street fussing at her. Now, you're upset because she's late because this is a professional event. Yeah, she's late, but you just wasted time, which is paid for because you're getting paid by the hour. You just wasted time to go out and follow this girl on the street and fuss at her instead of being inside continuing to do your makeup work on someone else who is there. So you're just as What's the word I'm looking for? Unprofessional. That's the word. You're just as unprofessional as Alex. To the hairdresser, whoever she was. Enjoy your 2 to 3 minutes of fame because no one will remember you after that. Or maybe they will. They remember you as that crazy ass hairdresser that instead of finishing doing her job, ran out to follow this girl and curse her out when it wasn't even your place to do that. You weren't the director of whatever photo shoot they were doing. You weren't the owner of whatever brand for the photo shoot that they were doing. So you had no place to even get all up in arms because you are the makeup artist. Do makeup, shut the hell up. Then we get this isn't Alex crazy montage where we just see her flipping the tables and doing all kind of crazy stuff. Pretty much filler. Caesar meets with Puma to see if they still have a friendship, and then when they were meeting, that's when it popped in my head who Puma looks like. Puma looks like a black version of Abed from Community. I swear, if you put their pictures side to side, they look like long lost brothers. That's what it is. Puma looks just like Abed. So they decide they're not friends, and Caesar hops into his Audi truck, and Puma hops on a train. And this is filmed just so we know how different they are. Then we get a preview of Caesar and Teddy going to check out Puma's place because they're so affected by him opening his own business, and they have to go and check it out. So that was all of that for the first episode of Love. I started to say Love and Hip Hop. Black Ink. You know what I always wonder? If they're filming Black Ink and Love and Hip Hop, how come they never cross over except for that one time when Erica Mena came in to get her tattoo covered up? I would feel like there'd be a little bit more crossover. Like we'd be at a party with K Michelle and you'd see Teddy in the background talking to somebody. Like they should put like little Easter eggs of people crossing over but not make it blatant. That would be fun. But anyways, that's it, and that's all I have to say about Black Ink. See ya.